started to come. And if they can create some big play opportunities against a defense that has had their fair share of ups and downs, this could get testy here in Tuscaloosa.
Off we go. Tennessee will have it at the 25-yard line. Hendon Hooker into play, quarterback for Tennessee. Katie George, converting teams 50% or better, both of them. And that's going nowhere. Absolutely eaten alive by Fedarian Mathis. Bolden in motion, 3rd down and 7. Young does have the connection right at the stick, and they will give the 1st down, it looks like, to Latu, the tight end. Young on 3rd down. Loads of time for Young, and he threw him open. Billingsley over the shoulder, 1st down. Opening drive tonight for Alabama, 3rd down and 6 for Young. Time again with some touch. 1st down, Jamison Williams across the 40. Alabama 3 for 3 on 3rd down as a marker has come in at the end of the play.
Personal foul. And they go hands to the face. Defense, number 9. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. An automatic 1st down.
Utmost importance when you're playing a team that's as talented as Alabama.
It's a couple of red zone misses all year. Bryce Young could have had an entire kettle of tea as Tennessee gave him a lot of room to roam. Young traipsing through the defense, 1st down and goal.
And what was a negative play into a positive play really quickly.
He is pass first, but when there's a running lane, he takes it, as does Robinson for the touchdown. Back to youth football, the guy who wants to pass first and not take what he thought when he was young as the easy way out.
Tennessee offensive line not at 100%. Running it between the tackles is going to be very difficult.
3rd and 1, Hendon Hooker pops it over the top for Small down the sideline. And Hendon Hooker roaming okay. He got hit pretty well that time, Greg.
Yeah, he did. That was but he missed, fortunately for Alabama. But that was a great job by Hooker bringing the defender in.
Long ball down the sideline from Hooker, and he's got it to Cedric Tillman for a 1st down and a huge gain. Hendon Hooker down the middle for a touchdown, Tennessee, and Bayless Jones. We might have a game here tonight in Tuscaloosa. Some spunk from Tennessee.
A lot of people wondering if he would be the bell cow that he's turned into, and man, has he answered the challenge.
Young climbing the pocket, spits it out. He has Latu, the tight end, across midfield, and a 1st down, Alabama. Now Latu. It'll be a little while until he buys himself a baseball team like Mahomes has in Middle America. Quick throw. This is Bolden leaning in the head for the 1st down against Haddon again. Alabama moving the ball pretty well at will against Tennessee. Got to get to the 24-yard line. Young loads it up. Williams had to come back, and it's incomplete. The ball was on the ground. Williams didn't make the play, so now 4th down and a decision for Alabama.
And the sticks and forcing the incompletion.
So Reichard for a career long. And this is just short. It's an interesting choice there for the field goal for Alabama, but as you said, sort of no man's land.
I think they go conservative here.
Yeah, no value in a deep ball. Alabama gets the stop. That was To'o, the linebacker, playing against his former team, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Their opportunity with everything that was going on. He still loves Tennessee, but he's playing for the tie.
Punter Paxton Brooks just got cleaned out and a marker comes in, so we will see if Tennessee gets roughing the kicker here.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense number 41. To the 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, an automatic first down.
It's Braswell, the sophomore linebacker. Whether or not he'd play in this game, and Alex Golesh, his offensive coordinator, said he is even tougher than I ever expected when we first got him. This down the middle is right on target, and a big breakaway for Tennessee's touchdown. Javonte Payton takes it all the way. And suddenly, this place, which was surging, now has a hush over it as Tennessee's taken a lead. Cam as Alabama gets it back. And Bryce Young, off play action, loads it up. He's got the tight end Latu, who's back in the ball game. So both tight ends have returned for Alabama, and it's first down tie.
Good job there, Tennessee.
Young drops it off. Robinson loads of space for Robinson, and he's out of bounds at the 25. First down.
Great job there by Bryce Young, knowing that a shot play was called by
Bryce Young, a lot of say-so on what to run. Pressure from the corner. He spits it out, and so does Williams. It's taken away by Tennessee and George. That is a catch and a fumble for Alabama, and Tennessee gets another big play. High throw from Hooker, and it's punt time for Tennessee. Second down run instead. It's Robinson crashing forward for the first down for Alabama. Alabama has held the ball for more than 10 minutes of this game. High snap. Robinson stayed in to block. Mechie on the outside, skates by one and turns it upfield. Haddon didn't have a chance when Mechie met him, and a nice run after the catch again for the Canadian wide receiver. On first down, Young, a dart. He's got Mechie, and it's first and goal for Alabama. The motion, Robinson behind him. 4 to snap it. Young scanning. Young out of the pocket. On the move. And in. Touchdown. After touchdowns in this rivalry game, Reichard slides it through. And they get there. This is Christian Harris, who got in along with To'o, the former Volunteer. On in the ball game as well. Alabama has seen the ball for a good chunk of this game. Second down, quick set. Jamison Williams slips against Taylor, who's back in, and it's first down Alabama. Coming into the week. He looked at Robinson. He went down the middle for Mechie instead. First down to Tennessee territory in the 45. Big first half for Mechie. Find him for a Mechie route. First down, under 5 to go. Young to Mechie again. In space. Mechie high-stepping out of bounds. He is so ultra-athletic. Turnage again took him to the paint. It's a gain of 12. They'll let Robinson work. Hopping away from tacklers. Robinson drops the shoulder into Taylor, and as a first down, Taylor wanted to wrench it free, but Robinson had a vice grip on the ball.
If they try to get those two tight ends involved in the pass game.
Billingsley, top of the screen, came across the middle. Young's got his eyes upfield. Young staggering to the outside, turns it up and gets out of bounds, and he's got the line to gain first and goal. You see the basketball history there. One-on-one for Bryce Young with a lower body. First and goal. Young, slant, Mechie, touchdown.
Is not leaving any time on the field for Alabama to potentially go steal some points.
With 3 timeouts left for the Crimson Tide. 0 for their last 2 on third down, and this is a big one. Floated to the sideline, incomplete, and here comes the crowd. Robinson has a crease. Robinson to the 26, and he's got a first down for Alabama with 51 seconds. Now close to the line, Young for Robinson, who does get out of bounds. Now, as a marker is going to come in on a late hit, Jeremy Banks with a shove of Robinson, and that is completely needless.
To the first half.
Giveaway stops as well off penalties as they have. 3rd and 18. There's a marker down. A couple of them have flown in. Young across his body and incomplete. There's a 4-car pileup behind Young, and that's where the markers got tossed. Bryce Young with a word for him after the motion from the outside for Robinson. Alabama 7 for 9 on third down. Young shimmies out of the pocket. Gets around Blakely and turns it outside, throwing across his body. And it will be 4th down. Byron Young with the pressure toward the sideline. And for Tim Banks, a former Penn State defensive coordinator, that's 3rd and forever. Hooker goes the short way for Tillman, and not a whole lot there. And Christian Harris is feeling his oats standing over him. Nice game so far. Alabama 7 for 10 on third down. Young turns the corner, and he's not going to get the first down or come even close to it. Banks cut off the edge, and it's 4th down, so the defenses have...
You got to anticipate that throw in the zone, and Bryce Young is holding it just a little longer than he did in the first half.
What do you think Tennessee has done to cause that? Oh, they get there! It is blocked by Tennessee, and the ball came loose. So the Volunteers are going to take over on a block punt early 3rd quarter.
Potentially give him a run pass option.
There it is. Hooker on the move to his right. Hooker throws it, and that's incomplete. He was in front of the line of scrimmage, I believe, as he threw that ball. There is a marker down from 33. McGrath knocks it down for Tennessee. We'll see how important that play was in this ball game. It's out. Line to gain is the 35. Young, decisive throw right down the middle for Mechie, and a first down. Started to show tempo early in this drive after the big hit to Mechie. Bogged down to 3rd and 7. Here comes pressure. Young climbing the pocket, and Bryce Young with a major run for a first down and a gain of 15.
Put in front of him at the sticks this time.
Here comes pressure at the linebacker spot, and they force the rush throw for Bryce Young. Byron Young ran right into him, and
There by Tim Banks to get that offensive line to slide.
Reichard from 45, and that is good. It nestles home.
That they've been able to cultivate this year.
Hooker gets out of the pocket, and he spins through a would-be tackle. Anderson wants the ball. Hooker's got the leg drive across the 35-yard line. Tennessee is amped, and that young man, what's your call? They go fast. Hendon Hooker trying to move the legs, and this is going to be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. Would you have the guts to go for it here?
I think if you make that, get home and make Bryce Young a little uncomfortable.
They slide on the line. They only bring 3. And they nearly got there. This over the middle is to Jamison Williams. Boy, Byron Young, if he had just a little bit more time, was going to...
And the guy that gets rubbed and then zone, you got to make sure you can squeeze it on the inside.
Bryce Young snaps it off. Wide open Trayshawn Holden. And if he could have kept his feet, he might have been running to the state line.
A frontline defender jumps up into the route. So you got to stay disciplined, especially this part of the field.
Roydell Williams down to the 21 for Alabama. First down for the Crimson Tide.
Difficult for Tennessee to hold up at this part of the drive.
Mechie, catch and run to the sideline, and out of bounds in the arms of Taylor. Alabama's cooking now with about a minute to go in the third. Bryce Young to throw. Here comes pressure from Young. Bryce Young off the pump fake. He got in. The ball came out, but he crossed the plane. Touchdown. The call is touchdown. We will see on replay whether or not that stands.
Timeout back, but maybe they didn't initiate it. He wanted them to.
And again, you could make the argument that there was no reason to initiate it, but if he didn't have the communication that the
And so quiet. Obviously such a great playmaker with the ball in his hands.
Hendon Hooker over the top. Tillman down the sideline. Tennessee comes right back.
Response from the Tennessee Volunteers, but that's the third time now that Alabama's defense has poorly communicated, and as a result, leads to points for the Volunteers.
That is the rhythm, and the Tennessee has got to get off the field. Young wants a deep ball. He takes a shot down the middle. Wide open, Jamison Williams inside the 15.
How about the throw from the quarterback, Bryce Young?
So decisive on the throw. Now Robinson using the hesitation to slam into the end zone. Reichard's extra point is good. Second and 9, Hendon Hooker down the middle for Tillman. That's a first down for Tennessee and a huge drive for the Vols. And he was a MEAC champion quarterback. There is quarterbacking in his blood, Hendon Hooker, the transfer from Blacksburg. Short set again. And this is stopped quickly by Jordan Battle. Jalen Hyatt does get the first down. See if they give him the option to run. You see Anderson, look at his chops. Hooker throws it right to Alabama. Picked off by Armour Davis down the sideline. Oh, miscommunication, and Alabama pays it off. Home games.
And now turnover margin, the biggest indicator of success more often than not.
Bryce Young looks off Robinson, a lot of contact, and there's the marker. McCullough on Holden, and interference coming. 3rd and goal, Alabama. Robinson wants a third. He is in. The most famous Hillcrest High School alum, battling with White Sox shortstop Tim Anderson, 2019 American League batting champ. It's a close race right now. Sorry. Tennessee 2 for 11 on 3rd down. Quick hitter, Velus Jones Jr., and he doesn't have nearly the space. A lot of gridlock there. Armour Davis got the first hit in after his pick on the last possession, and it's 4th down, Tennessee. 4th down, Anderson, and down he goes. Harris got the hit, but Will Anderson changed the decision-making of Hendon Hooker coming around the corner. First time, what would you say 1 to 10 this crowd is tonight?
It's pretty good, man. They have been into it. They've had an impact on the game with some of the pre-snap penalties. A little bit.
Take that over. Put the cigar away. Does he know you do that impersonation, or did
I'll do a very good one.
Reveal that to him right there? Over the middle, Mechie. Now, maybe he's okay with it. Touchdown, Alabama. Through the haze of the smoke, John Mechie, a 19-yard touchdown.
Bryce Young, and Bama finds the end zone yet again.
Bryce Young told us you can't always just run the ball because it's always going to be there. You have to learn how to be a passer. And so now it's so interesting. He shows up at Alabama and people are saying, well, you got to run the ball more.
Any list without him on it is a list with no credibility.
You could argue that Will Anderson should be on the list too. There he is again. 4th down, they've had some.
And then I think also too, Kentucky, if you don't consider what Mark Stoops has done, went out, made a great hire of Liam Cohen in the offseason, the offensive coordinator, and look at the results. They've been excellent as well.
There's Sanders, who came back from that awful car accident and scored a touchdown in the Miami game. 1st down, Alabama, and here comes the roar of the crowd. Nick Saban.
A one-sided defeat, it was not that. Alabama got away late, but Tennessee played so incredibly hard, and they deserve to be commended for the effort they put forth.
Even so, 15 straight in the series. Alabama beats Tennessee 52-24. Final thoughts?
Just an impressive performance, and this is an ideal setup for Nick Saban. He goes into the bye week with about 1 million coachable moments from this game, so he'll be able to work on those throughout next week and get this team ready for